Check, check, check. I think we are good, boys. All right, you good? You feeling all right? No. You?
I feel good.
I feel great.
I didn't.
This side feels good,
Yeah.
so that's good. Yeah,
Rory
you're
feels
done.
good.
Rory feels good. And we are back. Thank you guys for joining us once again on Two is Better Than One. Today we are joined by our friend, musician, overall good guy, Matt Foote. Matt, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Craig's a little...
Matt, I love you, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
you too.
So Matt is...
Craig, thank you for coming today.
Yeah, Craig. No, seriously, Craig. Thanks
You're
for
the
coming
hero.
today, buddy. Yeah, we appreciate that. So you are the songwriter, the guitarist, singer for Amateur Hockey Club.
Yes.
The guy.
I'm also the acting engineer right now.
The acting engineer. Yeah. So
he's recording everything.
I feel like with when you're like leading a band, it's fair. It's your band. It's your band. Craig just plays guitar in it.
Everybody,
Yeah.
we're all in the band.
Yeah.
Matt's the mastermind behind the band.
That's my yeah. So as a leader / mastermind behind a band, you're wearing a lot of hats.
Yes.
Tons of hats.
Lots of different hats. Yeah.
Yes. Bad for the hairline.
Would you walk us through all of the many things that you do for Amateur Hockey Club
Yeah.
that actually isn't anything to do with writing music, which is what everybody hears?
Yeah. So the internet has made it so cool that so many people can have a platform and so many people can produce music and get it distributed and everything, which is super fun. And super helpful in certain ways, because I was thinking about this earlier. Like if in terms of like booking, if I had to walk down to a venue and like look at a physical calendar and like pick a day where we were going to go play, we would just never play. That would just never happen, you know? So, you know, having an email is fun for that reason, but answering emails every day and producing content is fun when it's fun and super annoying when you're doing it out of obligation.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That's literally why I dropped out of when I first went to school. I went for fine arts, and because I love drawing. But then, for some reason, as soon as the deadline was put on it, it just put me off. I was like, this isn't how art is created. Like, it's not created on, like, a strict, like, you've got to draw this hand in 2 days. Or
Draw this hand. Yeah, and it's the algorithms of the social media platforms. It's like, whether you have something that's worth showing or not, you feel like you just got to put something up every week.
What's to me crazy? I'm on there all the time. It's my job is to be on.
Yes.
It's
What are we
fucking
watching?
sign.
Oh, is this
This is Jurassic Park. Yeah, this is the arcade version of it. So my job is basically just to be on Instagram. all the
Very
time.
on brand.
One of the
I think you thought that through.
I thought it through very well. Yeah, I know my boy over here. Dude. So
This game rules,
Craig.
I'm sorry.
By the way, you've seen a couple of these episodes.
Yes.
Yeah. You know at this point, this
Craig
pod
loves
is
to derail.
essentially just me trying to keep this shit on track and Craig derailing me constantly. What the fuck was I just saying?
I'm a fan of
You-
Cass. You were talking about something about...
You are a full-time content
Full-time-
creator.
okay, yeah, on Instagram all the time. What I realized the epitome of just getting content out there is when there's legitimately a filter to make your photo blurry. Like it's called like motion like something, and it's like literally looks like somebody went like this and took the picture, and it's like, okay, so it's just getting shit out there, you know, like
just put it on there.
just get the fuck, feed them the garbage,
Get-
eat the garbage, like fill your fucking mouths up with it.
Engage that 10% of your audience and try again next week.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, kind of, and yeah, hope you hit a little higher than 10% if next week if you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep trying to earn it, I guess.
And that's kind of
Not the
the
downfall of society at all.
well, no, so you're saying that's the reason that the off-putting thing for you because you just want to make the art, right?
Yeah.
But the art now, like, why are we making the art? If like people got to listen to the art, right, or hear the art, or see the art, or whatever. So you have to make the things that are going to appeal to the masses, so they can see / hear, feel, smell, whatever the fucking art. Yeah. So that's kind of, it's like, yeah, like it's, and same with like business owners across the board. Like they have other shit they want to worry about. So like making the content is like a literal just a pain in the ass. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to think about that. Most people don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I think, and like once in a while you'll have like an idea for content and you're like, oh, that's something I'm excited to make, but it's the other 51 weeks of the year where it's harder. Yeah. Like I had Amateur Hockey Club's Instagram is like 50%
Shout out
about-
Amateur Hockey Club. Pull up the Instagram handle right here, by the way.
AHC Nation.
AHC Nation. It's your boy. It's 50% promoting shows and new music that's coming out and whatever, and like the things that a band's supposed to do, and 50% pretty much just like shit posting. And I did a video a couple weeks ago that was like if guitarists were
I was gonna bring that. up.
get honest about their pedals. And
Can we swipe to a clip of that?
Left.
I use this pedal to suck all the mids out of my tone, and then I use this pedal to put all the mids back into it. Oh, that pedal actually doesn't work. I just haven't felt like pulling it off of my board yet. This pedal was actually made by a guy who normally goes really far out of his way to be transphobic.
Dude, perfect. We might make that a new thing. I like that. Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
We'll sample. his-
Craig, yeah, mark that. All right, that was nice. Okay, I love that video. By the way, that's the beauty. So in
That was
doing
one I was
that
excited
too,
about.
you're excited about it. You did a couple parts to it, right?
Yes. Well,
And-
so there's the catches. I did 2 parts, but through the magic of video editing, I actually just made one and cut it in half.
Beautiful.
Yes, but I was excited to make that because I was like, I have this idea that I just got to write 10 jokes that I like, and I just got to tell the 10 jokes. I just got to write the 10 jokes that I like, and I got to tell the 10 jokes. And then cut it in half, post it twice. I was like, the algorithm's gonna love that I'm delivering consistent content with a consistent theme.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was engaged with really well, and nobody watched the second one.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were gonna award me for that. In the second, in the second one,
Gods.
my downfall probably is in the second one. I did say the word Hitler, and I don't think you're supposed.
Okay, I see.
I think you're supposed to like obfuscate yourself, and the captions say Hitler too, and I think you just like put an asterisk in it.
Yeah.
And then-
especially on YouTube, you're not allowed to say like things. You're not allowed to talk about. You can't say and you can't say. Beep that out.
Like first 5 minutes of our pod, you're like, now we're gonna say both the things. Beep it out, yeah.
You can't. That's actually like if you talk about that things like YouTube is going to penalize you, which is great. I mean, that's a good thing, obviously.
Sure, yeah, I agree.
We all know the names of a lot of the big tech CEOs. Does anybody know like who we can blame Google censoring us on? Censoring. I'm so offended by it.
I don't even know.
I
who
think
runs
I think
Google.
I think I think not being able to talk about child porn on YouTube is a good thing.
Yeah, there was.
Let me
Sure.
go on the record and say that.
Yeah.
There were 2 guys in the late '90s that invented Google. They.
Goo and goal.
I'm interested. I just don't know how you know this, but keep going. Yeah.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Sure. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, they sold it to. They had it for a few years and then they sold it. They built obviously like the most coherent search engine that there is, and hundreds of millions of dollars later, I don't believe they own it anymore. So who we can blame? I can't remember who bought it. It's not Microsoft. Like Bill Gates doesn't own Google, does he?
I legitimately have
I don't think he
no.
does.
I legitimately have
A
no
big
idea.
corporation bought it.
They didn't make a movie on that one yet, so I have no
Yeah.
idea, dude. Yeah.
And Zuck. That's a catchy name.
Yeah.
You want to say Zuck.
Yeah. Zuck is nice. Yeah. Hey Al.
Hey,
Hi.
Do you think the wide cam's gonna get Rory doing that?
I think so.
I hope so. What's up?
Oh, we got dog food.
You're on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Totally
fine.
fine.
Yeah, you can say hi if you want. Do you want to sit down and say hi?
Was she
Cool.
close enough
You guys go
to the
taste a
microphone on the
while.
camera?
Huh?
Was she close enough to the microphone on the camera for that?
We will use the camera audio for
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah. Usually during parts like this, this is kind of just we'll cut little like fun parts that happen in this part,
Yeah.
and then we'll like get right back to the conversation.
The
So like
magic.
I'm probably not even gonna leave this in. For the sake of this episode, I might leave this in, like transparency stuff while I was like taking her shoes off. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if we're
good. Yeah.
derailing anyway, I have to express some of my observations about
Dude, hit
this.
me. I brought this up for a reason.
It's the European version.
Really?
So that's you can see the euro counter down in the corner.
Okay.
And they started by putting in 20 euros. So they're working their way down.
I see.
And
Okay.
that's because
I
in
see.
today's age, that's about 240 euros because of inflation.
Yes.
For the record.
This was 97.
No. Okay. So that was the thing I was going to pivot to. It's hard to tell exactly when it was because on the home screen, the color of the logo was red and silver, which is the Jurassic Park 3 color scheme. But the actual Jurassic Park 3.
Is red and silver the 3? I thought it was like dark and silver. Like it was. I'm thinking of
Black and red is the classic. Yeah. Red and silver is 3. But until Jurassic World came out, when Jurassic World came out, they
it was like metallic-y and like silvery. Right?
They made it orange and silver. Oh well, okay. Jurassic World is blue and silver.
What's Dominion? Is that all?
Dominion is black and orange.
Huh. I don't know how you know all this off the top of your head, but
it's my favorite thing. Anyway, I'm having a hard time placing when this came out because technically the Jurassic Park 3 logo, rather than the T-Rex silhouette, classically had the Spinosaurus silhouette because that was the main antagonist dinosaur of Jurassic Park 3. Okay. But when Jurassic World came out, they took the Spinosaurus off of it and changed it back to a T-Rex to unify the look of it. And on the home screen, it's black and red, silver and red, like the classic Jurassic Park 3 logo, but it has the T-Rex silhouette instead of the Spinosaurus silhouette. So I'm having a hard time placing when this was.
Interesting. I get what you're saying. So what you're saying is they had the logo originally be something, and now modern day, when you look back on it, it is a new thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's a Berenstain Bears thing. Yeah, like I have.
Well, but it's not actually Mandela effect though. It's like something that really happened.
Yeah, really. Yeah, like I saw. Like yeah, I.
Mandela
you know what?
We talked a lot about Mandela effect.
I used to have.
We talked about it a few times.
I used to have a VHS of Jurassic Park 3 that had the Spinosaurus on it, but I almost definitely don't anymore. So I don't know if I have proof, available to me.
Yeah. Like maybe you'll break the break the universe with this proof.
Maybe.
It'll be like somebody showing up with a Berenstain Bears book, being like, "It is Berenstein." Or whatever, you know? They're like, "I have proof. I found it in my mom's old attic," and then the universe just implodes.
Yeah.
Like,
just
this
timeline gets purged.
Like Nelson Mandela did die in jail. No.
I think that we're going to talk about it one more time. I guess we'll do 3 in a row episodes about the Mandela effect because it is interesting. But I think that the real thing that grinds my gears about it is we can't prove it. Like the cornucopia. Like what? Where? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna say
cornucopia Mandela effect.
Oh, Fruit of the Loom.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was
remember seeing
absolutely a cornucopia.
And Fruit of the Loom fucks with people now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Wait. So
I'll find the clip.
Fruit of the Loom came out and said that there was a cornucopia.
They didn't come out and say it, but then they I'll try to find it.
Damn, we got to do our research more, dude. We talked about that for 20 minutes.
My research is remembering when I was 7 years old, pooping and looking down at my underwear
and seeing a cornucopia.
Yeah, dude, same.
Because that's not in the bathroom. It's a weird place to see a cornucopia most of the time. Yeah. So when you see one in the bathroom, you're like, oh, that's an exceptional thing.
I don't remember much about when I was 7 years
old.
Oh,
it's right there.
Every poop, dude.
Every poop.
Two.
Count them.
Admittedly, you're adding to it, so I'm not mad. That's why I filmed it, so I could pull up you eating chips while we're.
What's that camera?
There's 2 cams, honey. We're upgrading. Yeah, we're doing better. We're upgraded a little bit, guys. By the way, yeah.
This is
the
cool,
future.
Ellie. You might like this. I just found out recently that.
If you're can you just sit down in here if you're gonna be in this?
Yeah, well, it'll just be chewing carrots.
It's fine. It's already whatever at this point.
Craig's microphone doesn't work anyway,
yeah,
so.
It's barely worked half the time. Did you guys know that back in the day, it was in Picasso's later years, and you might have heard this. He would sign autographs for money. He would what exactly did he do? I wrote it down somewhere.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to
I've heard about this.
If he owed money, he would write his autograph
and be like, it's worth a bunch of money. Yeah. That's how he would pay for things with his autograph.
Baller.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Be writing things on a piece of his name on a piece of paper.
Pablo
Picasso.
Oh.
Where?
Picasso.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a baller move. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could just. It's basically you can print your own money by doing that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just walk around and just write your name places.
Do you want to see how I can make Picasso about Jurassic Park again?
Yes.
There's a very famous Picasso painting called Guernica, and the most iconic part of it. There's a disconnected horse head. But it's
Oh, I'm familiar, dude.
yes.
Big Picasso family in my household.
Very.
I don't know it, but my
You-
dad and my
you-
brother,
I'm sure
they
you
love
trust
Picasso.
But Guernica on.
Yeah, swipe to yeah, swipe to it.
When the historic event that inspired that also destroyed a museum, which up until that point in time had the world's most complete Spinosaurus skeleton in it.
Huh.
And got destroyed in it. Yep.
Wow.
I think that's true.
Guernica and the Spinosaurus?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure I didn't make that up. I'm pretty sure I remember reading about that. Yeah. I mean, we can't look it up.
Have
We
you
can't
heard
find
the,
out.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory about like Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons and all these old dinosaur skeletons?
Does it have anything to do with feathers?
No.
All
but
right,
it
keep
is.
going.
Like a lot of people do believe that dinosaurs could have been. feathers.
I'm obsessed with this
That's
idea.
the
but keep-
science right now.
yeah.
That's what the science says right now.
There's a niche community in the a niche science community that believes that the skeleton of Tyrannosaurus Rex is just actually like 900 different animals from like back in that era that like was pieced together to be like, whoa, this is what they looked like, and it's actually just like, 400.
That's
smaller
wild.
animals
So it
or
never
something like
existed,
that.
I
Yeah.
guess.
That's
They only found one.
They've only have one. I think
No.
one complete one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
you
wild.
wouldn't believe. I went to
Most are like they find like a spine and then like a rib cage and then they just like replicate the rest of
yeah,
it.
they'll find
right.
a single bone and they'll be like, oh, I bet the rest of it looks
Yeah.
like this.
Okay, I actually have heard about something. Yeah, that
crazy.
is crazy.
There's
yeah.
a museum in Chicago called the Field Museum, and they have the world's largest T-Rex. And that was a mostly complete skeleton, and they filled in some of the blanks. And then they have I don't remember the name of it, but it's one of the long boys, and like that was one that was built.
Brachiosaurus?
Brachiosaurus is more tall,
Just long. Like,
long,
Long.
yeah. But they're called sauropods. They're all called sauropods. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like the same idea.
Is this Sarah from the?
That's a Sarapod.
What about what's the other one? Sid?
That's the. Do you mean the sloth from Ice Age?
No, not Sid. He's like the dumb one. He's green. He's like the big.
Yeah.
idiot.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Land Before Time.
Oh.
Like Sarah.
Like Petrie?
Petrie. Yeah.
Petrie. Yeah. Ducky. The Duckbill.
The Land Before Time is the first
Oh,
movie
yeah.
that I ever cried.
Spike.
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 It's Spike.
Oh yeah. Is that what you're talking about? That kind
No, I don't remember what I was talking about.
I
No,
remember-
no, like a long boy. It just got shot in the neck. You missed it.
Sad.
They're dead now.
Okay.
By the way, I do want to just point this out before we talk about this. You're not the only one who cried at that movie. We had somebody comment on one of the pods that said that that was Land Before Time was also the first movie they cried
Did
to.
I mention this already in a podcast?
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright,
Yep.
yeah.
'Cause we were talking about first movie we cried to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I loved that movie when I was a kid, but when I was a kid, I wouldn't cry. When I watched, I cry pretty much every time I watch anything now.
You didn't cry when you were younger?
Yeah, dude.
The movie?
Oh, I cried. I didn't
Well, I mean,
cry
like
from
movies.
art. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the first movie I remember crying to was Click.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a sad fucking movie, dude.
Yeah. It's heavy stuff
It's heavy,
for a
yeah.
kid, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's like you roll into an Adam Sandler movie and you're like, this is gonna be fun.
And then it turns.
I'm gonna have a
out it's
good
like-
time, and you're like, what, Adam? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And that movie was just fun enough that the trailer was.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
enough. There was enough.
There's enough
There was
clips
enough
to
fun
cut to that were
Yeah.
like good
They
time,
only needed
but
one clip to get everybody to come in too. It was the clip where he sees the girl jogging
Woman,
down
yeah,
the
in
street
slow
and then he,
motion
like,
and slows it down.
slows down. He's like,
yep.
that
Yep.
one.
You couldn't make
That's
Click
all I
today.
had to do.
That's all you need to do ever, really.
But to be able to have a movie that has that scene in it and then also be able to make you cry later on, and it truly shows why Adam Sandler is one of the greatest. I think Sandman, dude.
Yeah.
I'm Adam Sandler.
That's pretty good. Damn. Are you working on that one?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I watched Hubie Halloween the other day.
Ooh,
too.
I'm gonna watch this.
It's so
yeah.
good. They're
It's
making
so
a second
good.
one.
They are?
Hughes is the best fucking Halloween movie.
Dude, I watch it every
Halloween.
Have you ever seen it, man?
No, I don't even think I've ever
Dude.
even heard of it.
Netflix Sandler movie. It came out I think 2 years ago, and he plays. He's just his normal Adam Sandler, like beep beep beep. Boop, boop. He does, like, Adam Sandler is just the same character.
Plays like
It's
just like
incredible.
enough mentally challenged
Yeah,
that it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
offensive. I know your movie type, and you're gonna.
I'm gonna love it.
This movie.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Okay, I don't have Netflix right now.
Okay.
We're like building up like a log of stuff. Like once we have like an entire month's worth of stuff that we need to
That's
watch
smart.
on it, we're gonna get it again for one because we have so
That's
many
smart.
platforms right now. We're paying for so much.
I know, dude.
And there
I
was-
just looked at mine. I literally have probably $80 in subscriptions on things that I don't spend ever. I never use. I never
Oh,
open.
wait, you can just peruse Netflix without owning a Netflix account? Like, you can just go through their
Mhm.
titles? Huh. Maybe I'll do that, too. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just find out what there is and be like, do I need it this month? And
Yeah.
if you don't, then
If I
don't.
realistically didn't stream like 13 hours of entertainment per day, I probably would.
I just added another subscription this morning. I resubscribed to NFL Plus.
Oh, it's about that time. Huh?
It's the day.
Go-
Today's the
go
first day
Bills.
of Red Zone. Go Bills. That's right.
Yes, it is. Let's go. And all right. So we were talking about content with Amateur Hockey Club. And all
Yeah.
of that. Was it the Amateur Hockey Club page that you did the shirt thing with?
It was, yes.
Okay, dude, that was one of my
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
favorite.
remember that. Where you wear the same shirt every
And I started wearing it halfway through the season when I noticed the trend where that shirt
Yeah,
was
let's
only
let's
was
explain it. Let's explain it. Yeah, yeah.
I have a particular baseball tee. It's blue sleeves, white body, and Bills. It's not officially sponsored, but like anybody who looked at it would say, "Oh, that's the Buffalo Bills."
For sure.
Yeah, no, like we get it, unlicensed, but everybody understands.
Legally can't say, but it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe it was the 2020 season. That was the first year
Yes.
that the Bills were dangerous.
Good word.
Thank you. It was the first year that the Bills were dangerous, and when I was that shirt was a nearly perfect predictor of the Bills' record on any given day, because through the first back then it was a 16-game season, so 17 weeks with a bye week. Through the first 16 weeks of the season, if I wore that shirt, the Bills won, and if I didn't, they lost. The first time I was wrong, I made a decision not to wear it in the last week of the season
I remember you
because I didn't want to mess up the mojo. Because we had secured our playoff spot and there was no way that we could affect our season or our seeding, and we were playing the Miami Dolphins, and they had a lot to fight for in that last game.
Okay.
So I was like, "There's no." I didn't wear the shirt because I was like, I think that Miami should win this one, and I'll let them have that. I'll save the mojo of the shirt, and then it was wrong that day, and then it spiraled out of control after that.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, and now
Were you washing it?
I was.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Maybe next year. I do. The thing is that I do like not smelling.
Yeah.
That's-
I don't know much about sports or anything like that.
But you
I
do know you're
that
not supposed to-
There's two things when it comes to like superstitions in sports, and that's don't wash it and don't shave shit. Like that's
Don't shave it.
pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah. And
Playoff
I
beer.
want to get back. Yeah, I want to get back to this really quick after I say this. But the other thing, I would say 3 things: superstitions, name, athlete names. Very telling,
What do you mean?
dude. Just me and Al were just talking about this.
How is that a
if you-
superstition though?
Oh, it's
Yeah, everybody has names.
Well, no.
That's just
If you have a
being
good,
birthed.
it's a good name, right? It's like this person's going to be good because they have a good name, so that is superstitious. It's like this is going to happen because of X,
So
right?
that's circumstantial. That's not
There's
superstitious.
so I think
But their
that
name sounds like an athlete.
Yeah.
I
If they
think
name their kid, they're like, it's probably gonna be
Like LeBron,
Oh, okay,
like
yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
James was always going to be an athlete. Like he was always no matter what. Like, and he was going to be good at it because his name is LeBron James.
yeah. Or
Like LeBron James isn't going to work at like Wendy's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like do you think haha Clinton Dix would ever be a real estate agent?
Real. Yeah.
Haha Clinton Dix.
Ha.
First
Real.
name haha, last name Clinton -Dix.
Clinton Dix.
Haha
Real.
Clinton Dix. A real player. And like yeah, no,
What's he do? Is he
Like he's not going
I
to be an
believe- I
accountant.
believe-
No one's hiring.
I believe he was a defensive back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Anyways, what were we just saying? I
You
keep
know who
forgetting.
else was a defensive back when it comes to Clinton Dix?
All right, not bad.
That was good.
Cool. I'm glad we brought
He's
this
waking up.
He's coming back.
Sweet Monica. She doesn't deserve all the hate.
You can't possibly have been the first person who ever made that joke, right?
I don't know.
No, but
No.
the first
I don't know,
person
I've
in
never
this
heard
room.
I mean, I guess they wouldn't have been allowed to say that on TV,
No, like the announcers
on
did.
network.
Yeah.
No, they thought it.
Okay, so
Have you guys talked about how you know Khalil Shakir on the podcast?
We briefly did.
A couple episodes ago, we did a Picasso's episode.
Oh,
Where we
I
just
saw
had
your
steamy
thumbnail.
Hot pizzas just in the background on TV. And
Yeah.
we just talked pizza.
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, when you booted up your YouTube and I saw that your own channel was in your suggestions, it was like,
Trev's the only one that watches this.
yeah.
Amateur Hockey Club is my top streamed artist. I'm
yeah.
the top 0.1% of fans for Amateur Hockey Club. It's fine. I get it.
Well,
Somebody's got to watch it.
I put the pod on for Rory so she gets to hear me talk while I'm gone. But I also
That's good
am
parenting.
watching it on our channel, so it doesn't actually count for views or anything.
If we only
Is it
log
really
in
not?
like 100
I
more
don't think
hours,
so. I
this,
don't know.
we can get AI to just like start like neural net learning our voices and being able to like deep fake us, and we won't
Yeah.
have to do these podcasts anymore. We can
Hopefully,
just, like,
dude. Yeah, get
AI
20
type
deep.
into AI like Chat GPT. Oh,
Yeah,
question again.
clearly this podcast is just to get famous and not to have fun talking with your friends.
Yeah.
This just made me
yeah.
think of this. Do you guys know? This blew my mind. Do you guys know how to say "cat I farted" in French?
Cat is shot. It's cat with a H in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They
It's
didn't teach.
shot.
They didn't teach me farted.
I'll help you out here a little bit. The way you would pronounce cat. In
I can't
French
do
is
accents.
Chat.
Chat.
GPT.
Yep.
I can't speak French, but did that sound right? I'm bad at accents.
Chat GPT is how you say "cat I farted" in French.
Say it a little more French though.
Chat GPT.
Okay,
Shut-
now I
It's
know.
chat, and then
GPT.
G is I, and then petit is farted. So chat
Okay.
GPT is cat I farted in French.
Great.
Why the hell would they do
Yeah.
that?
I don't know.
Like, why would you?
Because it's American and you didn't think about it? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's-
It's an acronym.
I mean, is chat GPT going to be a strictly American thing? I'd imagine that like
They should-
software is going to go worldwide.
Well, imagine
They should
chat.
AI generate a better name for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually do see what you're saying.
You don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to in a
still-
world that's going to eventually like you're going to go worldwide with this. Like you know.
Yeah, and they're not
going
going to just change the name. Yeah, it would just be
One
chat
place every time they say the name of Facebook is like that's like, oh shit, what'd you just say?
Yeah.
They're like, dude, I just got this off Cat I Farted. I just wrote my paper off Cat I Farted. It's a 20-page dissertation about like some psych thing. That's
Okay.
a funny thought. Like, there's a world where we're gonna be getting like psychologists and all these people that, because like writing papers is huge in psychology. As somebody
Right.
that graduated 4 year in psychology, you write a lot. But if you had ChatGPT just writing all your papers,
People are doing that, dude. That's what college is nowadays. I know. Yeah.
2014. So
wow.
they had probably already decided that they're moving the branding over to
probably
To,
When did the
Jurassic Park
first,
3 logo.
New
World was 2015.
yeah.
So yeah,
It was
but they
probably
had
a
already
lot.
decided the
We'll see what happens.
sorry.
Okay.
That's the funny thought of like somebody just being in there, like they got hired as like a psychotherapist because they had like a really good grade in school because they used ChatGPT. They used Cat I Farted for all their papers.
All right.
And
I
then, like you're in there just dishing out your problems to this just person that's just like,
maybe I'm in over my head. I work at my day job. I work with a bunch of high schoolers, and every day they talk about how they do all their homework with AI. And I say you shouldn't tell your boss that you cheat.
yeah.
I don't want to be an accomplice in that.
They do. Even up to college, though. They're all.
Yeah.
really, like,
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, did you guys? Because I graduated late with college. Did you guys graduate what years?
I graduated on time. I graduated 2016.
You're 16. you were-
20. I was a year back in college. I think it was
You were like 14.
probably around.
15?
No. It was. I don't know. I think it was 4. I don't remember.
Did
14.
they have Quizlet yet?
15.
Was that a thing yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was
interacted
called,
with
but if it's an
Quizlet.
online quiz thing, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, they had when I graduated, which was 2020. did one semester at home from the pandemic. Like that's where it was at, you know. There was this website. It's called Quizlet. It's got every single test that any teacher does pretty much uploaded to it. Because they're all just grabbing them down.
I had friends who used it. I'm too honest.
Yeah.
I'm too embarrassed.
Dude, there was a class that I probably shouldn't say this, but there's probably a statute of limitations, so this doesn't matter. But there was a class.
Dude, yeah, you already got it.
But I'm calling. I got Kathy Hochul on the line right now. You just confessed, and SUNY is going to take back your degree.
Dude, I'm so bad at history because, like, I think in particular because I'm so bad with numbers. You know that, Matt. And I just like my brain has a hard time of like remembering and like wrapping my head around numbers. And dates, I think it's the same thing. So, like, with history, it's all dates and, like, what happened then. And I just could never keep track of it all. So I had this big history test coming up. It was early in my college career. I was already not doing very good. So I went on Quizlet, and, like, this guy would, like, give us all of the questions he was gonna ask. But he'd be like, there's gonna be 25 questions.
And
here's 100.
Several, yeah.
So I went on. And I wrote down the answer to so small to every one of those questions on an index card. Like, it was just one side of an index card, 100, like, tiny, right? And then I took the index card and I taped it to my forearm right here. And then I wore a sweater and I had it like that. And I just sat in class the entire time, just.
And you said this is easier than studying. This is better.
Looking back on it, it was not easier than studying. It was way harder. Like,
and stress-filled. Yeah.
Like the having to then like sit there, I already have bad eyes, and I'm just like.
Is he looking at me?
Yeah, man. If I were your teacher and I caught you doing that, I would say that it's fine. I was like, he put in a lot of effort for this.
I saved it.
Dude, he definitely knew you were doing
it. It was
he's like nobody looks at their arm like
he's like
that.
sitting at his desk like from afar watching you go like.
It was a huge lecture hall. No. I would just slide my thing up just enough to like just see like what I needed to see.
A thing a normal person
squinting
does.
At your forearm like.
Bro, it was like 200 people in there. I honestly saved that index card because I was so proud of it. I will take a picture of it and send it to you, and we'll pull it up right now.
Okay, sure.
It's impressive.
Okay. Yep.
If I remember correct, okay. Now this is all flooding back to me now. It wasn't just one index card. I extended the index card lengthwise because I couldn't fit it all on there. So it was actually like, and then I taped those together, and then I taped that onto my arm, so it was actually like half a forearm like length.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think the person next to you in the test was thinking watching you do that?
Dude, because
he was stoked. He was my buddy. He was really actually happy about it.
Like everybody else saw behind you. That's the other thing.
No, we sat in the back. Me and him were like way in the back.
You were thinking.
Yeah, you were. Okay, fair enough. All right, I have two things I want to get to that are related to this. We can do that.
Related to the index card thing?
No. To this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. The first one is like just a question that I like to ask people who make things. Second one is the fun thing. But number one, what is your writing process? I'm interested in it because my writing process is wild and nuts, and it's sporadic, and it comes to me randomly. So I just want to know what you.
I would say sporadic is a good way to describe it. It's because I'm a lyricist and a musician. I'm a guitarist first, vocalist second, or a guitarist first, a songwriter second, and a vocalist third. But I have to do all of those things. Music and lyrics are usually completely separate things for me until they're not. And it's songwriting, like writing guitar parts, is just dicking around until something good comes out, or a lot of times it is trying to play something else and playing it incorrectly and going, well, that's a different idea now.
Okay.
And
if you're a good guitarist, which you are, a lot of good shit's gonna just pop out too, I would imagine, like when you're just like fucking around.
Yeah, well,
you have to be a decent amount of talented in the first place to even be playing like something good to be worthy to be a song.
Fair. I think it's really easy to get one good idea. It's hard to make a string of good ideas. So there's 500 riffs recorded in the notes or in my phone, but there's 20 amateur hockey club songs because only so many
Get through.
get the second idea that turns it into a song rather than a riff.
Yeah. That's the beauty, I think, of doing it all the time. You know what I mean? Like being consistent with it is that number one. We've talked about this a few times. You need to do it so you get the shit out, so it makes room for the good stuff. So like I think a lot of people, like just in general, a lot of people who like want to create but don't end up doing it. The wall is that they think it sucks, and they're like, "And I'm not good." It's like, but you need to
get the bad
shit.
idea out.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then analyze your bad idea and say what about it wasn't working for me, and what can I do better on the next one.
Yeah.
And then for me, for lyric writing, most of my lyric writing process is I will hear one thing or and that will inspire me. I'll write it down and I'll say I'll come back to this later, or it's just like 2 words next to each other, like that sound similar or sound a certain way together, and it might not even necessarily mean something. It's like I want to hear those words with each other, and then build from there. I've only in my life sat down and successfully been like, I'm going to write a song about this, like just a couple of times. It's a super rare thing for me. I will write one line and it might not even necessarily mean anything when I write it. And then it's like interpreting it for myself. Like getting what do those words mean and how can I expand on that idea?
Yeah.
So it's
those are fun though. I like those.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a song and have it mean almost nonsense to you, and then you record it even to its entirety because you're like, this is good, and then you listen back to it, and then you're like, now I understand.
Yeah, you assign a meaning to it afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. Or even
kind of like that.
It's like I can write something and I can know, even if I had an idea of what it was about when I was writing it, I can say I know what I thought this was about, but now removed from like whatever experience I was writing about not being like right in it at that moment. It's like I can think more honestly about like what it means in hindsight than what I thought it meant at the time.
I had a fun exercise I would do with writing for a while. I don't really do it anymore, but I loved it. I did it for years. I would write a song and then sing. Just like I write songs almost in their entirety usually, like when I sit down and write songs, and then I'll have a melody with that, but I won't have words. So I'll just turn the iPhone on and I'll play the song and I'll sing it, but I don't know what I'm singing. I'm just singing nonsense, right? Like random words and things like that. And then I'll listen back to it the next day on my iPhone, usually in almost the shittiest possible audio that I can get, so I can't hear it very well, because then my brain starts hearing lines in what I was saying, like even if it's just a couple words like you were saying, I'll then like expand it just from like listening to it. Yeah, it's
that's
kind of a
cool
fun
exercise.
I that's literally when mine songs are a little different than yours. They're like rap songs and stuff like that. But the way I do it is I'll write it, and number one, the writing takes me about 2 weeks for like one song probably, or longer. Some have taken me months. And then when it's done, I record it on my phone, like with the beat playing in the background, and then I do that for like 3 weeks. Every single day, record me doing that for like 3 or 4 like takes of it every day. So at the end, I have like legitimately my first one, and then like 200 or not, like 100 later, the last one. I'm like, that's the one,
Yeah.
But like I had to do it 200 fucking times. You know what I mean? Like it's not just, and they were all bad. If they weren't bad, I wouldn't have done it too much.
Yeah, no, you would have stopped after the first one. Yeah, it's you create you hone in on. For you as a rapper, you hone in on a performance of it, because it's not even like there is words, and there are so many more words in the songs that you write. Like frankly, an entire Amateur Hockey Club EP has the same amount of lyrics as a single
like
Twin Child song. But you also hone in on the performance, because in rap it's so much the way that you deliver a word impacts the meaning of it, the inflection of it.
Yeah.
Very different. 3 weeks to write a song, bro?
Dude, I've written, the last song that I put out, like as Twin Child, and I have like 5 or 6 right now that are done, written, recorded, that I just haven't put out because I want to make videos for them, but I just haven't done it yet. But that last song is called My Way that's out right now.
Mm-hmm.
That song took me 4 months. And and we're talking, dude, I went to a studio 3 different times and recorded it. Like I did it at my own demos. I did it at like Drew's, shout out Drew, at his studio. This took forever because I just couldn't hit it how I heard it in my head. Yeah. And I was not about to put it out. And I was so proud of that song, but I wasn't going to put it out until it sounded like I heard it in my head.
Wow, how long does an amateur hockey club song usually take to write? Like not when you bring it to us and we like for you to be like, I have this written well enough to bring to the guys. Or
Yeah.
something.
Well, so that's, I mean, I've learned to not, that when you're writing with a band, it's better to not, for me personally, to not write a song 100%.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because
You'll
I
get
would
stuck.
yeah, and it's one, you should be leaning on your bandmates to help you out, because like if I was just a solo artist, like I would just finish the ideas on my own, but like I'm not, and frankly, like to have Craig be in my band and not ask him to do any songwriting, even if it's just like suggesting like we're working on a song right now where he's like, what if this was the last chord instead?
Right.
And like
We do that a lot.
Yeah, it's like because he just has a different way of thinking about harmony than I do, and it just adds so much that I should not bring in a completed song that I'm already married to, so that when those ideas come up, I can listen to them honestly, not get upset about it not being my idea anymore, and let the song be better for it rather than dwell on whatever it was I thought the song should be when I was starting.
That's smart. It's like literally like that CEO mentality of being in a band where it's like, because you wear so many hats and there is so much going on, you have a lot of control over it, and it's really hard to let go of control when you have it, because you want to get this out.
Yes,
so
of course.
Doing that eliminates the possibility of getting upset at alleviating control. Essentially, let's all do this together.
And it's better for everybody. And I mean, I found out that that's the way that I had to do it by trying to do it a different way for so long. It's in a previous iteration of Amateur Hockey Club, I would bring completed songs, and then there would be ideas coming up, and I'd be like, well, but the song's done. We don't need more ideas.
Right.
Like, that's not
like we're wasting time. We're just going to go with my idea.
Yeah. And it's that's not fair to my bandmates, and it's not like artistically fulfilling for me. So like that was worse for everybody.
Sure.
Because like it's not like you can't, right? Like you've done it. Like you literally wrote an EP and put it out, and you did all of it except the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the COVID thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Mitch.
Yeah.
My boy. Well, and then
Pull Mitch's headshot.
Mitch rules, dude.
And my fiance also sang backup vocals on it in the interest of
Nice.
fairness.
But
But
that's
the vocals
lovely.
that I sing live.
yes,
I just
yes, it
take
is.
her vocals and I do a worse job at it.
You do it. You do your rock interpretation. of it. She comes from a choral background.
She comes from a place of love, and I come from a place of aggression.
Yeah, aggression versus like classically trained. Yeah. All right. Next thing that I want to get to.
I also you asked me though how long it takes to write.
Oh
an
yeah.
Amateur song, and I didn't
Yeah.
say.
No. Yeah.
It depends. There was that idea there was an idea that I brought a couple weeks ago that I had hatched 2 days before that. Cool. So that song took 2 days versus All My Homies Hate Ted. I started writing that song the week after we moved out of the old practice space. So I started writing that song last June, and it took us 9 months to finish it.
Of like
so,
just kind of piecing it together. Like you're not going in and hitting at it like every day, right? Like it's probably like whenever you're feeling it.
yeah, it's like when I pick up a guitar, I try to at least touch a guitar every day, and they're just all over my apartment. So it's really easy to just grab one. But like, I might just go and that's my guitar playing for the day, and I move on. Or some days it's like I've got an hour and a half. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna rehearse my stuff, make sure that I'm technically ready to play the material that I'm technically expected to play, or I might just go, well, I have this idea that's half done. Can I do the other half? And I'll do it for 10 minutes. And if I don't have the other half of the idea yet, then I move on. And say that was fulfilling enough.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's Probably better to do it like that, honestly, I think, in terms of like as an artist. Because like what you said, the deadline thing, it's tough. Putting an expectation on yourself is the same thing as a deadline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard because like when you have a deadline and you're not gonna meet it, it's a bad way to make art. But when you don't give yourself any deadline at all, it's like, oh, I can just keep pushing it back.
Sure.
And I am the kind of person where if life isn't making me busy, I'm not gonna make myself busy. Yeah. I'm really good at relaxing. Sometimes to my detriment. So sometimes I do just need to say, you know, you're a musician. Go make music.
Song today,
yeah. And it's about balance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I the last 2 songs that we released, we put out the re-recording of a Marcy called Love Each Other a Little, and then we put out Coexistence. In both of those, I really wanted them to be out before a specific show we were playing, so that it could be like we are promoting that song with this show, we are promoting this show with that song.
Purpose.
Yes.
And then you just lost your mind for 2 months out of
I was
track.
go.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
And it's
That's exactly what we're talking. Yeah, it's exactly it. Yeah.
But it's like a little bit of pressure on that was the only thing that got it out. Because especially when I'm working as the engineer for myself, it can always get better. It can. Yep. There is always room to improve.
It's all on you, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and the nice thing when it's all on you is like, and it's a freeing thing. If something goes wrong, it's your fault. You can't say, "Oh, I shouldn't have trusted such and such person to be responsible for it," and that's the reason it didn't turn out. It's like, no, it didn't turn out.
I gotta be better
because of me.
Fuck.
Yeah. But that's I would consider that a positive thing.
I do
control your
too.
own
I do.
fate on it.
I would agree with that very much. I think that taking accountability and doing it instead of blaming other people and then not doing it because it's their fault that's not the way. I feel like a lot of people end up in that boat. I don't want to go too
This is Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Oh, I played this. Yeah.
I have over 100 hours of Jurassic World Evolution 1.
Is this like your roller coaster tycoon?
Yeah. But with a Jurassic World license, yeah.
Okay, so I know the Bills are playing. You want to catch the Bills?
Oh,
game?
I'm okay.
But what I wanted to do with you already know what we're talking about.
I want to do it too.
Matt does.
Everybody wants you guys to do it at this point.
Dude, Matt. So all right. So Matt. In terms of promo for the Amateur Hockey Club page and himself, whatever he has
my brand.
Yeah, his brand, Matt's brand. He has a beer review that he does, and I am. Probably, I'm a big fan. Of this.
Maybe the biggest.
This is one of those things that there's some things that people do that I personally really appreciate that they do those things, and I just want them to know that they have fans that for what they're doing. So when I see you, I usually tell you like, dude, I watch that. I want you to know that I look forward to these, and I am very excited that we get to actually do one together right now.
At Craig's wedding, we talked about it for like a cool half hour. And I don't remember. You might not remember. I said what beer I wanted to review with you. Do you remember?
I was very drunk at Craig's wedding. So I actually don't remember that, but I do remember talking to you about it.
I was very drunk at my wedding. Swipe to the clip. Just show your speech or something like that.
I have it. I still haven't watched it.
The speech?
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
I'm too nervous. Yeah, I have high expectations.
I really liked your speech.
Thank you.
I thought that was good. I think you can be proud of that.
All right. Yeah. So
let me go grab the beers.
Cool. Yeah, these truly are.
Do I need? I'm not feeling very beery today. Do I need to be a part of this?
Yep.
All right. Word. All right.
Dude, let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping.
So these were really hard to find actually.
Raspberry lemon.
Yes.
Labatt blue.
We're on brand.
Okay. So the whole thing for the beer review. First, you start. You say, "Yo, what up, HC Nation? It's your boy coming at you with another beer review." And then what you have to do, you have to talk about the beer for like a little bit too long.
Okay.
Like you have to get like right on the edge of like we might like are we ever going to get to the actual thing we're doing? So, but I don't have a ton to say about this beer except that it took me this was their new summer flavor and it took me everything in me not to get it this summer because I wanted to try it with you. Because the thing about the beer review is that it has to be the first time you're drinking it, because otherwise you can't give an honest.
That means a lot.
And then now it's over. The summer is over. This beer is discontinued. Consumers Beverages, the entire company only had 330 racks of this left in the entire company. I had to go to an alternate location to find this
How
one.
many consumers are in the region?
18.
Oh wow.
There's
Well,
18.
This is very on brand for me, just as like a
Yes,
bad
and
thing.
so
But
I
also-
want you to talk about your relationship with
Yeah,
Labatt.
yeah. But also, I will say that it being a little late is also on brand with Two is Better Than One podcast because we're a little bit late.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is great for I think last episode or an episode before that I had a brief thing about I did a commercial for with Labatt Blue. You can swipe to a clip. I like that. Bring it back. Did a commercial for him. Happened to win an award with it.
I was gonna say, don't be too humble.
Yeah, won an award with it. So I personally am a huge Labatt Blue fan, and I drink it every opportunity I can. When I go out, I drink it just simply for the opportunity to talk about it with the guests that I'm with.
That's a good rep.
Yeah. So yeah, this is great.
Did you win like first place?
I think it was
close.
It was as close as you could get to first place without
it
being.
was higher than third.
Yeah, it was much higher. Yeah, much higher than for third, but much less than one. Yeah, let's call it number 2. Yeah, two is better than one, dude. Yeah, it's a perfect name for it. Yeah,
I think Drew would disagree.
Drew.
I think in this situation, Drew would
In
say,
this
no, being
situation-
first place was better.
Okay, yeah.
actually.
So Drew
Drew
guys
Drew
all
won.
don't love
one.
Drew. Drew did win first place in this category, and I don't really talk about that because if I don't say that and I just say I won an Addy Award, it sounds like I won first place.
But there are places.
You know, it's funny because we just brought up Drew. I was with him last night. He also is a big fan of the beer reviews, and he
You have
big
fans.
fan, and he knows this is happening right now, so he's very excited.
Hell yeah.
Good.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. This is actually part of it that we got to talk about it a little.
we have
too
to talk
long.
about it a little
Yeah.
bit too long. yeah.
But when we
Well, we have to drink it and then talk about
maybe
it.
from here on out we'll start like
Isn't
right
that it?
now. But maybe what?
Isn't that it? That we drink it and then talk about it too long, or do we talk?
We talk about it a little too long in front of it, and then we actually spend very little time discussing the actual beer.
I see.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
okay.
maybe
So we're
maybe
doing good
from
then.
here to now though, let's address the camera like Matt does when he, you know what I mean? Like let's look at Cam when we're talking. Yeah.
It's good. It's nice. It's light. I can tell. It's like literally. It's physically light. Which is
Yeah,
good 'cause
it's an
light
old
beer.
can. It might have evaporated a little. So this is Labatt's Blue Light Raspberry Lemon. It's their new summer 2024 flavor. It is not summer 2024 anymore. These were canned on May 3rd of 2024. I believe that they only did one canning of these.
One canning.
I think so, because E034 means that this was canned on May 3rd, 2024, and if there's only 3 left in the company, then I think they just did one run of it.
Okay.
See how it goes.
So we're talking limited edition.
Limited edition.
All right.
These are they have a Canadian maple leaf on them, but these are actually produced in Rochester, New York, in the same factory that produces Genesee.
That's great. And that's actually where the great Wayne Gretzky. He doesn't come from there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
The
The
My
leaf
favorite
come
part
from
about
there.
this can is that there's it's imbued on the right behind the leaf. There's like a nice. It looks like a golf ball.
I think it's a golf ball.
pattern.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
a golf beer.
Yeah, and what
fantastic.
I'll say is that from what I know about these beers, they like they're fruity kind of like beer versions or whatever from Labatt. They are typically best served chilled, and this is nice and cold. So I think
This-
we're gonna really enjoy this.
It has been sitting in your living room now for about an hour, but it was really cold when it left my house. Okay, so
We'll
second
give
part
it-
of the beer review.
Yeah.
You open it, and then you can't drink it yet. You have to sniff it.
We're aerating.
Yeah, you have to really sniff it, like give this beer more respect than it deserves.
Okay. The beautiful thing about this though is that there's a lot of notes like immediately that are hitting me. So like there's a lot to talk about.
Getting a couple of high notes
Mm-hmm.
of lemon. And some
Maybe
mids-
raspberry?
Some mids of raspberry.
Yeah, I think I pick up more raspberry.
Definitely.
Everybody's nostrils are a little different.
I don't have the
that's
best-
why it's the highs. The highs are lemon. The mids, a little thicker spectrum of mids is raspberry, and then the undertone
EQing the beer.
of light, whatever this light is. I'm a big fan of the of the light, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really sniff it before you pick up the Pilsner in it.
I got my nose directly on it, and while my smell isn't great,
Smells a little hoppy, right?
no,
I mean, there.
I'm smelling water. It smells almost if a Labatt Blue was like crafted with like in an orchid of raspberries
with natural fruit flavors.
Yeah.
Okay, we can sip now.
Okay. Can I do it?
Yeah, you go first.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Craig's not sure if he thinks.
Craig's not sure.
Did you guys have the Labatt throwback teas last year? They're
No.
back again this year. So Labatt is brewing a hard iced tea with raspberry flavor.
This okay. I'm gonna be just honest here. This tastes like it should just be a seltzer, right? Like the beer part of it's really throwing me off.
Now, while you're not wrong, dude, the beauty of the beer review is we already talked about all that stuff. And now you just got to say it's pretty good and end the video, dude.
It's just
like you're kind of ruining it.
you say pretty good, you hang up, your finger's not quite long enough to hit the stop recording button. So like the whole camera swings a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's roll back real quick.
Okay.
That's delicious.
No, that's not right.
That's not.
Wait, what?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Because
do you
come back?
see what? Yeah.
no beer is bad.
No.
And the beers that I choose to review on here, they're not that good.
Yeah. All right.
They're never that good, but they're all
Here, I'm
they're all
gonna
pretty
pass it
good.
off. Hold on. Just so they can see my facial expressions. Wow, this is light. Like physically, it's light.
You drank some of it already. Chunky?
Pretty good.
Great.
He got it.
Yeah, you
Third time's the charm.
We'll do a close up on that.
Like you were clearing it out of your teeth.
Well, that was awesome. I'm glad we got to do that.
I am too. Thank you for doing it with me.
Yeah,
Thank you
man,
for
of course.
giving me a reason.
Oh wow, we ripped out an hour, huh, boys?
Is there an hour?
Damn, Matt.
I can yap.
You know how to talk.
Yeah, we Amateur Hockey Club has done press like twice ever. And you were there.
Yeah.
And
It's my favorite.
as
thing
soon as they leave, you say, "We should maybe give you some media training."
It's my
You say,
favorite.
"Maybe we should have you talk just a little bit less next time."
I take.
So
all
this is a
that
good
back.
format.
I take it all back because it kind of became my favorite thing of like it'll be. He'll ask a question and then you'll give this nice, real big, long answer, and then I'll pop in and just sum it up in like one sentence.
And that's how we get the Craig quotes in.
That's
I'll take it. I'll be like, and it's just me being like, I wonder if I can take this 7 paragraphs and turn it into one.
Like
sentence.
Spark Notes, the fucking interview.
Okay, quick. Do the 1 paragraph version of the Weston story.
I shouldn't have sat next to him.
Nice.
Cool.
Easy.
We could have. Why didn't you just do that on the Fat
that
episode?
didn't explain anything. That wasn't a one sentence version. I can't do that. We gotta leave the poor boy alone, guys. Hey, guys, stop bullying Weston.
Yeah,
I've been getting way too. I've been fielding way too many DMs about this. He was a nice boy.
Yeah, let's leave him alone. We did. This is something, a little teaser. If you guys made it this far, you get a little teaser in here. Me and Craig actually had a little phone conversation with our boy Weston
That's true.
recently.
Yeah, we did.
So we're actually, I don't know when, but I think it was long. So I think at one point we're going to probably.
Get him on the pod.
No, I think
sorry.
we have it. It's all done.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna air it at some
I
point.
have
Yeah.
to. I have to go pee real quick. But do you want to maybe give him a call? Like, and then
Right
can
now,
talk?
you want to? Right now, you want to
Yeah,
do?
I mean, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick, but you just just give him a.
all right.
I'll see you guys.
See ya.
Weston.
Hello?
Hey, Weston, buddy. Sorry about all the DMs that you.
Who is this?
It's Trev from
Is
Two.
this Travis Perno?
Yeah, remember we talked on the phone the other day.
From Two is Better Than One?
Yeah.
I've been getting so many messages because of you guys.
I know we talked. You were getting a bunch of DMs, and I was calling just to say sorry, and
No, it doesn't count. I reject your apology.
Okay, all right, Wes, how's this sound? And just hear me out.
Is Craig there? Where's Craig?
He is here. He's going. He's taking a little tinkle break right now. He's going to the little boys' room. But I have a.
He had half a beer.
Yeah,
he is my friend. Craig's my friend. I like Craig, but
You
I
like
don't
Craig?
like you.
Okay, fair enough, dude. All right, well, how's this sound?
Weston.
Yes.
2 is better than 1, though. When you're talking
Who is
Pernos,
this?
I'm a really big fan. I'll send you a nice DM.
Who is this?
My name's. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you asked. My name's Matt.
Where's-
Sorry, I had half a beer too.
Where's Craig?
He's taking a tinkle.
He's taking it. He's in the little boys'
Travis
room,
was
Weston.
being honest when he said that.
Weston.
I don't like you either, but I like Craig. Craig's my friend.
Weston. I want to offer you to. We'll give you a call. I know you're not around here right now. You come on Two's Better Than One. You can talk to me. You can talk to Craig also, and we'll just hash this out.
You
I
like
refuse.
Craig?
I refuse. You guys made fun of me, and I'm so mad about it.
Buddy, we won't make fun of you. Just come on, and we'll have a conversation. We'll talk this through. All right? Does that sound good? We can count on that. All right, thanks, buddy. We'll give you.
Wait. Will you have the white fudge Oreos?
Fudge Oreos, I was gonna say.
You knew you wanted the white fudge. Here, Weston.
Will
Can
you have the white fudge
Weston,
Oreos?
just
Weston,
one.
Weston, they're not in season.
Weston, I'm putting you on mute really quick. All right, we're just real quick.
They're not in season yet.
I just tell him that we'll bring the white fudge Oreos, but then just to get him in here.
Yeah,
and
he's not. He's not gonna
I'll
snipe a
Yeah, he
look
doesn't-
into the room. He doesn't.
Ready. Weston, Weston, I'll bring the.
I don't care, Mom. I don't need it. Just leave the meatballs outside. Leave it.
The white fudge Oreos will be there, Weston.
What? Is Craig there?
Craig said that.
Craig, we thought it was a little tinkle. It's a long
It's a
tinkle.
big tinkle, buddy. But can we count on this? And white fudge Oreos will be there.
All right, fine.
All right, cool, Weston. All right, buddy. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. All right. All right. Bye.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that went well?
I fucking hate that guy. I'll tell you that.
What's your
much,
least
but
favorite thing about him?
Just his talks, like how he speaks. I don't know what he looks like.
I just had to pee. Are we gonna call him?
I talked
You
to
just
him.
talked to him?
I talked to him. He's gonna come on. We're gonna bring the white fudge Oreos, and it's all. We're gonna hash all this out, right?
Craig, you were gone a long time. Did you wash your hands? I mean, 2 boxes, by what I understand,
All right.
is the serving size.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay. We
that's
got to
enough
bring
for
2
one
boxes
person.
for the kid. All right.
He needs 2.
Yeah. And they're not even in season. We'll figure it out. All right.
You set that standard.
I know. My fault, guys.
Matt, thank you so very much for coming, buddy. I would absolutely love to have you back on. This was a good time. Yeah.
I have to. I talked about Amateur Hockey Club a lot.
Yeah.
It's not the only band I'm in.
Oh yeah, we're doing. Yeah.
I need
Oh,
to.
shit,
I need to
okay,
really
yeah.
quick.
Plug
I've
something.
for the last few months, I've been playing bass in a band with my buddies called We Were Blank. I used to be their lead guitarist. Now I took a couple of years off, and I'm their bassist now.
Sweet.
I gotta say that it's playing bass has made me a much better musician. I've made their band better. That's made my band better. Everybody's winning.
Yeah.
Except for their brother Bobby, who is the
Yeah.
person that I replaced. But everybody else, it's
Shout out,
been
Bobby.
better for everybody else. And yeah, an Amateur Hockey Club.
And We Were Blank is awesome too. Go check them out, stream them. We've played a lot of shows with them. They're good friends of ours, so go check them out.
And do you have anything that you want to plug? We'll pull up Amateur Hockey Club's Instagram. Any shows coming up?
There's a show this Friday that this will air after.
Yep.
So I bet it was awesome.
It was a great
Yeah, we
show.
had a
dude.
killer
I'm sure you all were there and you loved it.
It's a great show.
Thank you.
Can we swipe to the clip real quick?
Yeah, there'll
We'll
be
probably have a video.
there'll be a
of it,
clip.
right?
Somebody
Yeah,
will take
somebody
something.
now.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to, so
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
cut to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got another one in October. Right now we're working on tracking some stuff.
Let's
we
go.
got 3 songs written that we're really proud of. A couple
Fuck yeah,
more that
dude.
are in the process. We just finished tracking drums. It's my first time programming triggers.
Oh, nice.
And
the world of
it
triggers.
is so much better this way. It's truly shocking how much easier it is to EQ a snare when it doesn't have hi-hat bleed in it. So I will never go back.
So what, you like triggering a whole different snare sound? And
So I
putting it on-
had Mitch just play
Hit all in
the snare by itself.
Yeah.
I got 5 hard hits, 5 medium hits, 5 soft hits.
So at this point, he can just play on like a trash can, and you can just.
He
like,
could, and
pop
I
it
could
in.
just auto replace it with a real recording of his snare drum. It's so much easier. It's crazy.
That is sick.
It's as you just for any aspiring engineers out there. If you've heard of triggering and you're like, that sounds like cheating, grow up. It's fine. Save the time. It's gonna sound better. It's gonna take a quarter as much time.
Idiots.
That's my plug.
Yeah.
Engineers, stop holding yourself to such a high standard.
dude.
Just
Yeah.
get it done.
Get it done. Get it done, dude.
It's gonna suck either way. All right.
You're gonna upload it and you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna think about quitting music anyway. So you might as well think about quitting music after you worked a quarter as hard.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Any
Not all the
anything
plugs,
else?
Matt. You good?
Do you want to plug anything?
I do this every week. I don't need to plug.
Yeah, but like, what's going on right now? What are you thinking about?
I'm recording. I'm also recording music for my own thing that I'm doing.
It's in Half Step Down.
3 of them are actually.
It's
The other 16 are in E standard.
The one that he recorded most recently before Thursday was in Half Step Down because he showed up to Amateur Hockey Club practice in Half Step Down.
Correction. That's actually one of the 3 songs that I have stepped down. I just had to re-record a guitar part on that song. So 16 of them are in standard.
It's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to plug is me and Craig just have been working on another pod. We've been producing and editing another podcast called Sold on Symphony Podcast. But it actually just debuted earlier
Tomorrow.
this week, or no, today. No, last week. It debuted last week.
And they realistically probably don't want any association with our
Probably not, but shout out. Yeah, but
I
shout
don't
out
think
to
you
them.
guys said anything that
Didn't say
embarrassing
anything.
today.
That's good.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You could show this episode to your mom.
She watches.
She watches every episode.
You could.
I come every time I go.
She
to my
texts us,
parents'
too.
house, she just like tells me all the dumb things I.
She
said.
quotes it.
shouldn't
She
have
like
said.
sends us quotes of like the episode. Yeah. All right.
Dad's
Anyway,
a fan.
proud
My mom
parents.
was just like, "What are you doing?"
Like what? Where did I go wrong?
cool. All right.
Matt, we love you.
Yeah, Matt, we love you.
Love you guys.
Thank
Thanks for
you
having me.
guys. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for watching. 2 is better than 1. Thank you, Matt Foote. Go listen to Amateur Hockey Club, and we will see you guys next week.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.